Hello everyone. So, today I'm going to be trying something a little bit out of my comfort zone. I am traditionally a programmer. I'm part of an indie studio. There's three of us, marketing guy and two programmers. So, we don't have much in the way of art that we can actually do here in house. So, I'm taking it upon myself, as many indie developers generally do, uh, to wear many hats, and I am going to start to learn to be an artist. So that's kind of what this is going to be about. This is going to be my journey to becoming an artist. And word from the very start, this is your warning. It's going to be bad. It's going to be very bad. I've had some traditional art training. Oh god, like 8, 9 years ago, something like that. I had art fundamentals in college for 1 year. That's the only art training that I had, even in high school until I was in grade uh, 11. I didn't take any art courses, so I took two art courses and then 1 year in college, and that was the extent of my art training essentially. After that, I went into programming, and I've been programming ever since. And so it's been a lot of years of programming. Coding, no problem. Know lots of different languages, native, web, all of it's fine, no problem. I'm good with that. Drawing a straight line, that's a completely different question. So, to start out, I went out and I purchased a tablet because that's what artists are supposed to do, right? They're supposed to get a tablet. I've been told this will not make me draw any better. To be honest, I don't see how it could hurt. So, I went out and I got a tablet. Basically, was in the air between either getting a Cintiq, which is supposed to be easier to use, but it's a lot more expensive. I think it's like $1,200 for the smallest one, or an Intuos, which is, I think it was $500 for the biggest one. So I ended up going with the Intuos simply because it's cheaper, and I didn't really need anything ridiculously like easy to use, because it's going to be bad no matter what. There's going to be a learning curve no matter what. So might as well go with the one that's going to be cheaper, since I can't draw on paper, yet alone on a tablet. So it doesn't matter if I can see what I'm drawing. I don't look at the keyboard when I'm typing anyway, so looking up at the monitor and then drawing on the tablet, or typing on a keyboard, whatever, there shouldn't be too much of a disconnect there. So I played around with it a little bit, and yep, I'm pretty horrible. But then again, I also don't have much in the way of configurations on it. It's just got defaults on it, and I've been told that you can put all kinds of different configurations on it to make it do different things. I just don't know really how to do that, so I guess I'm gonna have to start figuring that type of thing out eventually, somehow. So my journey here is going to start with kind of me just developing my art skills and practicing, lots of practicing. And I probably won't bore you guys with everything, but you'll see all kinds of different things. And this is going to kind of just be a video diary journal thing of exactly what I'm doing and how I'm progressing and what I'm getting better. I want to see if I can do one at least once a week, preferably daily if it's possible. I will be doing some kind of drawing every single day. It's just a matter of how much, whether it's an hour or 3 hours. If I can get 8 hours of drawing in, I'll probably fall over dead from exhaustion. I don't draw. I type on my keyboard. Come on. I know some people are out there that'll draw for hours and hours on end without any problem, but I'm a programmer. I sit here and I type. My arms are rested all the time. Drawing, drawing with your shoulder, right? It's in your arm. It's not something that I'm used to doing. So I'll just have to get used to it. So I'm going to start out in small little bits and get more and more and more, and hopefully get better and better at drawing. Get a little bit more familiar with how to make lines the way that you're supposed to. But yeah, so I guess I can kind of talk about what I did actually go out and get. So I got the Intuos 5, or I guess it's not Intuos 5 anymore, Intuos Pro Large, which is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. I'm not sure if this is a good option or a bad option, but we're going to try out. It's the option that I got, so I'm going to stick with it. A lot of people recommended it, so that's what I got. I know a couple of my artist friends use the medium and they would like a large, I have the opportunity to get a large, so might as well. And we're going to kind of stick with that. If anybody has any tips on exactly what I can do to make this thing work a little better, then that'd be great. So that's going to kind of be where I'm coming from. And I guess now I can give you a bit of an example, as Photoshop starts up, a bit of an example of what I'm actually capable of doing. Don't get your hopes up. This is not going to be good. But let me figure out here how to switch over. Will it be this? Nope. Nope. Yeah, there we go. Sure. So this scene here is not exactly what I wanted. There. Hopefully that works better for you. So this is it, and I'm still using the mouse there. So I have my tablet now. I can create a new document real quick. Sure, 512, 512. 512, 512 is the size that we make our icons, and we use a different template so we can size them down. At least that's what I give the artist. They say it's great because they only have to make one version of the icon. They can see all the different mapping versions. I'm going to be throwing in a lot of programming terms, just so everybody knows. I guess that's not really, that's more just a game term. So if you need to know exactly what mapping is, okay, I'll tell you now because I'm already rambling about it. But mapping is basically different sizes of the same image, so it goes down and down and down. And you can get different versions of it, and depending on what resolution that you're at, or what graphics quality you're at, or how far away the object is from you, you'll be able to see different versions of it. So it takes up less memory, looks better when you're up close, worse when you're far away. Generally a good thing. So we do that with our icons as well, so it can work on different sizes, different resolutions, as well as it's compatible with mobile and PC and everything together. So we do all of our icons at 512 by 512 for that reason. Even though they might end up being 32 by 32 or so. So there's that for you. I know the technical sides of things. I don't know how to draw a line. So I've been able to practice. I'm getting used to actually seeing where the cursor is. You'll see me not like going straight to a corner. Like this is me trying to click the corner of the piece of paper. Like if I go for the bottom corner, I think it would... Okay, top left corner would probably be around here. Nope, I'm way off, so it's got to be over here. So I got to get used to that at this point. But it's baby steps, right? So this is like a straight line for me. That was supposed to be horizontal this way. I'm not exactly sure. I guess shift still works. That's interesting. I've never seen that type of thing before. Huh, didn't know about that. Right, drawing a circle, I can kind of do that. This radio wheel thing on the right, and I'm supposed to be able to get like, oh, okay, so they started working again. These things are supposed to work, and let me size something. Brush size, there we go. So, excellent. This is probably a little better. I've been kind of stuck at this same brush size for a while now. Though, these bigger ones, you can really see the pressure sensitivity. It's kind of hard to see it on these smaller ones. Well, maybe. I don't really push really hard on a brush because I don't, or on the tablet, mostly because I don't actually draw or do anything like that at all. But I can draw little happy faces and things like that. I guess this thing has touch as well, so zooming in and panning and stuff like that should be relatively easy. Should be. Whether it is or not for me is another question. I'm still used to kind of picking up. I think they called it relative or absolute mode. I'm still not used to that. I'm kind of got the way a mouse works stuck in my head. But we'll see how this works. That's pretty horrible. Let's see what I can draw here. This is gonna... We're gonna try and draw a thing. Oh, that's bad. Let's go. Nope. Nope. Let's get something a little bit better. Sure, we'll go with that. Actually, no, let's not. It should probably just come over and down. Nope. Nope, sure, whatever. This is really bad, and I'm gonna put this on the internet. That's another thing. Look at me trying to draw a line. There, at least that one's kind of curved. Let's turn this into like a leg. Grab something like that. Give it little. There we go. I kind of make like a StarCraft zergling. You guys have seen that? Kind of. That's my interpretation of it. I could probably show you what it actually is supposed to look like, which is not this. It's supposed to be colored in different colors, and I'm not at the color stage yet. I'm at trying to draw a line. But I made a thing. There's my first thing. You've all witnessed it. I drew a thing. In terms of what my actual traditional training would be, I've took a little bit of illustration, a little bit of composition, that type of stuff. So I know the rule of thirds. I know about drawing through and the way that the hand is supposed to be structured. This is going to be a really skinny hand. All right. Let's go this way. Oh, that's probably too far away for Knuckles. Let's go here, and then here, and then here. Oh, that's on the wrong curve, isn't it? Let's try one more time, shall we? I know how a hand is supposed to be structured, he says as he draws incorrectly. I know what's right and I know what's wrong. I just don't know how to do it properly. I can tell you if something's wrong, I just can't fix it. Oh, the woes, right? So I should probably be drawing from the other side first, given that this is where you would kind of see the different bits. I guess everything's supposed to go back to the wrist at some point, right? So that would go there, that would go, not there, that would go there. I guess I can do the shift thing. There we go. Shift thing for straight lines. Hooray! Okay, so I have straight lines. That's supposed to go here, let's say. That would connect down into this section. Get a little bubbly, meaty part of the finger. Apparently this is not the healthiest person in the world. They probably have some kind of horrible skin condition that results in them having ridiculously chubby fingers. I don't know if that's actually a disorder. I'm sorry if I offended anybody because you have that, but this is really just me trying to explain away why I'm drawing incredibly horribly. Yeah, see, I perspective and stuff is not good. That's like the side view of this finger and the top view of this finger. That's definitely not the way it's supposed to work. I guess I should kind of connect them. The idea is this is supposed to connect to here, which connects to here, which connects to here. I think I'm supposed to draw these as cylinders, actually. So, like, I guess this would connect this way as a cylinder. And I'd get kind of that. Which, then this would connect over. And these are supposed to be knuckles, and that is a very broken knuckle, which is bad. But, well, see, what did I just do? What button did I hit? Sure. That one. So I got this part down. Drawing a box? Yeah, no problem. Circles, lines, curves, the things that tablets are good for. Not exactly what I'm used to. I like being able to get those effects, though. That's good. One thing that I'm actually... I'd like to say that I'm not incredibly horrible at would be kind of an animation aspect. Getting motion to go, like the idea of squash and stretch. So going from here... and then kind of doing it properly and stretching it up a little bit. If I could put it in the right spot. Oh, I just undid that. I'm gonna need to have like new layer shortcuts or something on this thing. Mostly because I have no idea what I'm doing. So let's do that and then kind of squash it up on the ceiling a little bit. Sure. Then another one. That one's on the same layer as the other stuff, isn't it? It is. That bottom one. Oh well. We'll have to deal with that when we get to it. And then I guess this would curve down a little bit more. I don't think I even finished that circle. And then let's have it like really drip down. And then down even more. Kind of a teardroppy type shape. Little poo shape down at the bottom. Maybe kind of whatever. We'll flatten it a little bit. There we go. So we have that, and I think it's F7. F7 is my layers. So let's hide all of these layers. I'm gonna get rid of these things somehow. How do I do that? There we go. Don't need that. Okay, so throw in a new layer. Swap out these tabs. So a shortcut for this, if anybody can tell me that, that'd be great. Creating a new animation layer. Like this would be just kind of winging it, no plan at all. And this is coming from not an artist's perspective. This is just kind of this is a programmer's perspective. I see things probably in a very different way than most people do. I've been told that many times, so. Well, we'll see how this kind of turns out. All right, and I guess that's my white layer. I'll probably create a new one of them. Just kind of throw behind everything. Except for the fact that that one's there. Let's just create a new layer for that. What was he? He was this shape, right? This guy? This guy. That one's on. So let's just kind of... Oh, whoa. Brush got a little drunk there. Alright, so, oops. Well, I put that on the wrong one. Did that go wrong on all of them? Oh, it did. Can I select all of these and turn it off? I think that works. Yeah, it worked. Alright, so let's turn off my background, turn that on. And we'll see what this kind of does now. Oh, that looks interesting. It's probably moving a little fast. Let's give it just a little tiny bit of a delay in there. It's too much of a delay, but... Do I have something that's blank? Do I have a blank frame in here? I made this last frame blank. Should be this guy. Well, it's something, right? It's probably not the best thing in the world. But given that this is probably one of the first times that I've drawn a lot in like a year or two, yeah, this is a lot for me. Then I think it's not going that bad. I'm literally not using any of the buttons like on the stylus. I'm not using this. I use the eraser a little bit in the tip. You saw when I used the wheel. That was kind of the extent of it, or maybe you did. I'm not sure if the pop-up overlay thing kind of showed on the screen. It might not have, but if it did, then that was great. At least I mentioned it. Anyway, that's like the extent of how much I've actually been using it. So this is my second thing. So my first thing was the horrible rendition of the zergling, to which I can't see because it's playing. So this zergling guy, there's him, and then there's my slimy bouncy thing, kind of deforming, and I'm making a mess of things, which is pretty normal. Turn them all on and we can see what happens. There we go. So it's something. Yeah, okay. I'm kind of happy with that. So that's my first adventure into actually making some kind of pictures and artwork and stuff. I kind of dove into the deep end here. I'm supposed to know how to do a whole bunch of things, and I immediately go into animation, characters, and drawing hands. I think probably next time I might try and draw an apple or something. Starting off a little bit basic. Kind of line art type of thing right now is, yeah, it could use some work. Shading and stuff, being able to use the pressure sensitivity properly, that might work. Like I kind of got a little bit of it inside of there, but I really don't know. I've got tons and tons of brushes in here because I've been kind of throwing together HUDs and stuff with the mouse forever. It's like, okay, we need a box, and it's basically all procedurally based. It's amazing what you can make without having to actually have any kind of artistic talent or anything. Fantastic stuff. So I do have interesting brushes and things that people put together. I think I follow a couple artists who know what they're doing much better than me, which this is not really saying much. You can really get some interesting things. I'm not sure if this has like pressure sensitivity. I guess it does technically, but I guess I just don't use it right, given that I don't know what they are. I think they're supposed to be like rust or something. Who knows? I can find stuff out. I thought you're supposed to have like tilt things in order to kind of judge where brushes are going and how they're facing. Though I don't really know how. We'll figure all that stuff out as we go, right? I guess this guy kind of has a tilty thing. Look at it go. All right, so that's going to be it for today. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.